Hello everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're looking at my box, then you can tell that it has been opened because I had already previously filmed this and I realized there was no audio with the first time around, so I have to pretend that this is brand spanking new. This is actually the February box. It took a while for this box to get shipped to me because of unfortunate world events that's happening around the world. It actually got shipped prior to it, but it was supposed to arrive a couple of days and then things happened. I did not receive a card for this box, so I was a bit confused as to which month this was. This box was delayed while my March box got charged at the same time, so I got confused as to which one I received. So I have this, and to my utter surprise, I already unpackaged it. So I did get Dom-Com by Adriana Anders. And my first impression of this book was it's giving Bumblebee. The social media prompts that I got from Instagram, because I had to go and search for it because I wasn't sure what the prompt was for or what the theme was for Afterlight February was. It is Chains and Whips. By the visuals alone, I kind of guessed that it was going to be Dom-Com. I've been seeing this book around social media for a while. The standard paperback edition is very much this pink and orangey theme, and I was suspecting I was going to get that kind of color themed. And I think the last book that I got was Daddy Issues, and I actually preferred the standard paperback because of the whole like cartoon panel aesthetics. And for this one, I do like this. I think it's very, very pretty. And I'm just going to take off the dust jackets and do my usual overview for this book. But I do not have like a card to explain like what this book is about. I think this is a contemporary romance, and in a sense it's very self-explanatory. I am also fussing around with the camera settings. My skin is atrocious, so I'm cranking the filter up to 10, so it might look a bit wonky. And I didn't want to put on like a full face of makeup for this video because my skin is going through it and I'm not trying to exacerbate it and then cross-contaminate my makeup. So that is why the camera is working overtime for this video. Just the general spray edges, I don't know if it's actually focusing. I did change the camera settings, so it should focus automatically this time around. So that's the top and that's the side. I do like it, but there's something about this month's spray edges that design wise I do like, but the printing, I don't think the quality is there because it looks a bit choppy if you look close to it. I wouldn't have mind if this was like a standard pricing, but since it got shipped all the way from the UK to Australia, it'd be very, very expensive, so I expect a bit more. But in terms of everything else, it looks fine. This is the cover, Dom-Com. I'm assuming that's the FMC and MMC, and this is a workplace romance, so that's the back. And it says we need to lay out some ground rules, you and I. Afterlight Exclusive. I'm gonna carefully take off the dust jacket. So in my previous clips, I didn't open the book. I actually checked this time around because I've learned from my mistakes that I'm not gonna sit through a video whole 30 minutes just to realize that I don't have any audio. So at least I checked a bit earlier this time around. So that's the blur on the side and that's the front cover. I'm gonna take off the dust jacket. So dust jacket by itself, this is what we saw when we originally got the book. And then inside we have the author's bio and the blur over here. And it's a reversible dust jacket. So that's the alternative cover. I actually prefer the yellow theme a bit more in comparison. So just to give you guys a quick overview, feel free to pause to have a better look. I do like the yellow dust jacket. When you remove the dust jacket, this is the front cover. Upon removing the dust jacket, you get a beautiful layout of, it's either like a old architecture kind of firm vibe. I don't know what this book is based, like what industry it's based on. Very heavy on architecture, office space, very museum-esque, and then yeah, there's various library, office environment, lecture kind of vibe, and then the special, anyway, I don't know how to explain it. And then you have the back. The spine looks like this. Like gorgeous, gorgeous spine. There's a lot of details in this book, and then when you first open, that's the cover. Beautiful, stunning. And here's the signature from the author herself. There you go. I have to be really careful, I almost ripped it. I think here's the description from the author Adriana herself. And then at the back we would look at the art. Amazing, gorgeous, beautiful. Feel free to pause to have a better look, and there we have it. And is there anything else? Yeah, I do like the overall design. This is very beautiful once you take off the dust jacket. The dust jacket in itself I think is also gorgeous, but the only gripe I have is the printing for the spray edges this time around. At least my copy is not, I don't love it, and I wouldn't say it scratches, but the glue is not done well for this one. I feel like this one was pretty much rushed. Aside from those minor issues, considering the price that I paid, that's why I'm a bit more nitpicky when it comes to this. It is a gorgeous book, gorgeous copy, love it, very, very beautiful. Quality wise, not the best one so far. The overall aesthetic design, really much, I really do love it, and I'm not sure about the context and the story behind this book. I've seen it around, I've seen it on my Goodreads recommendation table and all of that good stuff on my like reading trackers, and I'm looking forward to reading this book eventually, but not anytime soon. Again, I'm still doing 75 booked. I want to clarify, I did mention in the beginning of my 75 book journey that I was going to keep my subscription, and this was the only thing that I was going to buy, and my pre-orders that I have previously. I am currently on day 51 of 75 books, so this is my only exception. I also renew for March. I have renewed my subscription for March as well, so these are the only stipulations in my 75 book journey. Aside from that, I've been reading every single day, I've been drinking enough water, I've been accomplishing the goal, and I have been on a very strict book buying ban aside from this one subscription that I have. But after 75 books, I will be going and buying more books, which is bad. So I would say I'm pretty good, okay? This is the only exception. Let me know if you have a copy of Jomcom. Do you like the standard copy more, or do you like this version? Usually I would say all the books that I've received so far, I prefer the Afterlight subscription version than compared to the standard, except for Daddy Issues, the previous book. I think that one I actually preferred the standard paperback, but this one I actually, yeah, I like this version because it's a bit different. I do like me some pink books. They're really gorgeous and very pleasing to the eyes, but this one I actually prefer the darker, quote-unquote darker themes. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this rambly mess of a video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you have anything you'd like to say to me, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more content from me, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.